There's something we've been misdiagnosing for a long time. We keep treating disappointment like a personal flaw, when historically, it shows up at the exact same moment, regardless of the people involved. That tells me this isn't emotional, it's structural. Every generation eventually asks the same question: why does life feel harder than it was promised? And every time the answer we're given is individual: work harder, adjust your mindset, lower your expectations. But if that explanation were true, the problem wouldn't repeat. Here's the pattern: periods of instability don't shrink expectations, they inflate them. Not because people are unrealistic, but because expectations become a stand in for certainty. When systems wobble, culture starts making promises. The clearest example of this is post World War II America. Millions of people returning home, mass trauma, real economic fear. So culture responds with something very specific: a promise. If you work hard, follow the rules, stayed within the lines, you would be okay. This part matters. The promise wasn't just cultural, it was supported. The GI Bill, strong unions, affordable housing, expanding wages. Expectation and infrastructure moved together. That alignment mattered more than people realize. Then something shifted. The promise stayed, the structure didn't. By the 1970s and 80s, wages flattened, housing rose, job security eroded, but culturally, the expectation never adjusted. This is where things get sticky. Expectations stopped being a goal and became a moral benchmark. Stability became proof that you're doing life right. Struggles became personal failures. That's not accidental. That's how culture maintains order during instability. We saw the same thing again in the late 1990s. The dot-com era promised ease, flexibility, freedom, early success. For a moment, it looked real. Then the infrastructure collapsed. The promise didn't disappear, it just stopped being supported. What makes this era feel heavier isn't the pattern, it's the visibility. Social media shows outcomes constantly: finished lives, clean narratives, but it hides the scaffolding. So expectations feel personal because the evidence looks individual. This is where we keep getting it wrong. We treat disappointment like immaturity. Like if you were evolved enough, you wouldn't want clarity, you wouldn't expect consistency. But disappointment isn't weakness, it's information. Lowering expectations sounds responsible, but it doesn't fix overpromising systems. It just teaches people to tolerate misalignment quietly. That's not realism, that's endurance. Every era eventually has to renegotiate its promises. We're in one of those moments now. The discomfort people feel isn't confusion, it's recognition. Recognition that the expectations we inherited were built for a system that no longer exists. Seeing that doesn't make you pessimistic, It makes you historically aware. And once you see the pattern, you stop treating structural problems like personal shortcomings. Now that's the conversation I want to keep having here.